beautiful butterflies. Welcome to Mariposa Wisdom. I'm Jennifer Love. I'm an angel intuitive and life coach. If you want to know more about me, you can visit my website. It's at jenniferlove.me. So today we're going to do a pick a card reading, and the topic is, how does he or she feel about me? This is the most requested question that I get in my practice with my clients and over the phone. It's sometimes confusing to know how that person really feels about you, if they're acting one way and saying another thing. And so we're going to tap into that energy for you today and get the overall energy of the relationship. We'll get into more about your person and what they're like, their personality, and then we'll get some advice. So whenever you find this video is the perfect time. It's timeless. It doesn't have a specific time frame. Energy is really fluid. Whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. And I feel like intuitive readings are for guidance and support. They're not meant to tell you how to live your life or this is your destiny. Everyone has free will choices. And so this is one possible scenario for your situation, but obviously if you change your behavior or the other person does, then the whole situation changes. So I really hope that, my readings empower people and not worry or make you, fear about the future. I really want you to feel that this is one possible scenario, and anything can change if you decide to change your actions and make different choices. So if you're a new subscriber, you're most welcome here. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. My channel's very new, so I'd really appreciate if you could like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to see more pick a card readings from me, or you can comment below on what other types of readings you'd like to see. I plan on doing monthlies on the astrological signs, so let's get started. I think I'm going to put each pile will have a timestamp. I'll put it in the description below, and all the decks that I use, because I like to use a lot of different decks, and sometimes people want to know where it came from. So take a deep breath, inhale, let it all go. So we're going to intuitively pick pile 1, 2, or 3. So pile 1 is this beautiful aqua aura quartz. Okay. Pile number 2 is this rose quartz heart. And pile number 3 is a tiger's eye. So whatever you're drawn to, intuitively, that's the one that you should pick. Whoa. So again, 1, 2, and 3. So you can, concentrate on the stones a little bit. You can pause the video if you need more time. But we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So pile number 1, you chose the aqua aura quartz. So let's find out about the overall energy of your relationship. So the person that you're thinking about, and it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, male, female energy, you could be in separation at this time, meaning you're not together, you're not communicating, or you broke up. But, this is saying that you need to keep an open mind and stay optimistic, because things could definitely change very rapidly. So this relationship might be a learning type of relationship for you. We got the silver waterfall. Oh gosh, can't even see with the glare. Which is, more about being on a spiritual journey. So in the relationship context, I would say that probably, this relationship is meant to help you learn and grow, which soulmate relationships are supposed to do. So someone feels really bad about the way that they treated you. So in this breakup or separation, this person might have screwed up royal, and they just feel really bad about how things played out and the way that their actions caused you harm. Okay, so now I'm getting another spirituality card. So this is the temple path. So you're kind of like Do you see you're on your way to that beautiful garden and the steps leading up? This is just all about your spiritual journey. This is like you're learning lessons from this person. You're learning about yourself from this relationship. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's a real imbalance of masculine and feminine energy in this relationship. So perhaps if you identify with the feminine, you have been exerting your masculine a little bit too much, being direct, trying to control, trying to push things or move things forward. You need to be in a time of really taking a step back and making a plan, really thinking about the future and what you want this relationship to be, where you want it to go. Do you even want to be in it? And if you do those things, balance your masculine and feminine, make a plan, you will end up in a very positive situation, because this is the 10 of Cups. This is complete emotional fulfillment. And you can see the couple on there is like super happy. So I think if you can, try to really work on balancing the masculine and the feminine, that would be helpful for you. Oh, I love this one. This is love yourself. Love yourself. Okay? That's the key. That's what you need to be doing. So I do see a fresh start happening between you two. And this person will be reaching out to you, specifically texting. So unblock them if you want to get that message. This person may have to travel, so you could be at a distance, or perhaps they're on a business trip right now and they're going to contact you when they get back. This person is following you or stalking you on social media. So be careful what you post if you don't want to make this person think that you're not interested or make them jealous. Just be very cognizant of the things that you post on social media. And yeah, this person is kind of focused on their business right now. So they're kind of like love and relationships probably isn't the top priority, but that doesn't mean that you can't, get something together. Let's talk about your person a little bit. They could be a Pisces. They're really kind of, so they're really like, I want to say they're like an enlightened person, almost a sense that they've had, destructive kind of tendencies, like self-sabotaging things in the past, and they've learned and grown from it. So this person could be almost, it could be a recovering addict who's, totally turned their life around. It could be someone who had issues with mental illness, and they've really pulled themselves out of that. Or it could be that, they just had a series of really bad relationships and they've learned and grown from it. So take any or all of those, examples, however they resonate. But this person is not afraid of facing their own inner demons, and they have done the work. So that's exciting to me. Like that's a great person to be with. On the shadow side, I feel like this person could have a tendency to be emotionally manipulative. And, Pisces people are pretty emotional. So some people, emotionally manipulate people because that's what they've learned growing up from their parents. Their parents did it, and so they're just modeling, or they've learned it from other partners that they were with. So, just be aware of that, and don't let this person do that to you. Some more about your person. Yeah, they can really see things from a high perspective. So they really have a good overview of, their life. They don't get like too bogged down in the details. They kind of rise above it, which is cool. Messages, it all comes down to timing. And I know it might be too late by the time I figure things out. So this person does know that they screwed up, and they know that, the separation is causing you guys to be further and further apart, and they're worried that it might be too late when they do finally come back around and get their act together. Let's see, any more messages? So they kind of want you to know that how it feels to be in their shoes. So this is kind of a really emotional type of person. I'm kind of getting more of a sense of who they are now. It's like they just want you to feel what they feel, and they will try to express that to you in any way. And it could be they're trying to express that through their actions instead of like telling you flat out how they feel. You might figure out how they feel by the way that they're acting towards you. And they really want to be seen as your knight in shining armor, whether that's a man or a woman. The sex doesn't matter, the gender doesn't matter. It's really about energy. So just, think of that person as, energetically like riding in to save the day. They want to be seen as your hero, basically. And just to know that, they are turned on by you so much. Like there's a lot of passion here. This is like a magical connection. You guys are, I want to say soulmates. You're like meant to be together. So this separation is temporary, and if you do the work, you will end up together. So let's get some advice. Okay, forgiveness, that makes sense. If this person screwed up, they really want you to forgive them. And, it is really hard to forgive someone when you feel like they've wronged you. But, just remember that forgiveness is about your own inner peace. It's not about them. It's not about saying that what they did was okay. It's just like, I'm just not going to carry around this anger anymore, and I'm going to release it and let it go. And we'll move forward from here. Like you screwed up, you apologize, you're not going to do that again, and we're going to move on. So it's going to be okay if you can work on the forgiveness with this person. Just know that even when you're apart, there's love all around you always. So the angels are just reminding you that if you've forgotten that you are love and you come from love, that's a reminder for you that, love is all around. It's ever present. It's not because you are with this person or not with this person. It's always there inside and externally. So you don't have to worry about partnering to have love or experience love. You experience love every day, every minute. Some more advice. So this is pretty highly charged. This is twin flames. So I was definitely feeling a soulmate energy here, but I really don't like to put labels on people's relationships because I don't think it's helpful. It really doesn't help you relate or move forward any better or worse. So if you don't know what twin flames are I guess a construct that when you incarnated onto this earth, when your soul incarnated, your soul actually split in two. And so you are, one half of the soul, and this other person is the other half of the soul. So when you meet energetically, it feels really awesome because who doesn't like themselves? Like your energy is the exact same signature. So it's usually very passionate, very explosive. You push each other's buttons. I think Radleigh Valentine has a great example when he says, soulmates push your buttons, but twin flames push your button and hold it down. So I'm talking about like triggers. So this person is going to trigger you every which way that there is. So this relationship is going to take some work because to me, a twin flame relationship is the hardest relationship to have. I wouldn't wish it on anyone just because, you do get triggered, and it causes you to really like dig deep in yourself and figure out what your issues are. And they're basically like mirroring your own insecurities back to you. So it can feel very traumatic to be, digging up and reliving all of your insecurities that you've had since childhood or high school or college or your job, whatever. So it can be quite interesting to be in a twin flame dynamic. But I wouldn't get hung up on the twin flame label, please. Just like know that I'm definitely feeling like this person is one of your soulmates. We can have many soulmates in a lifetime. There's only one twin flame, but you have many soulmates in a lifetime. So take however it resonates. If the twin flame thing doesn't resonate with you, just leave it. Archangel Ariel is saying to have courage and stand up for yourself. So on the one hand, we're wanting to forgive this person for whatever they did to you. On the other hand, I also want you to maintain healthy boundaries and stand up for yourself. So just because you've forgiven that person is not a free pass or a get out of jail free card for them to do it again. The forgiveness is obviously because you're wanting to grow and build on this relationship, and you're assuming that they're not going to do whatever that is again. So definitely have the courage to stand up for yourself and what you feel is right, and maintain your own healthy boundaries. A little bit more advice: listen to your intuition. Wow. So, this is like my biggest push for everyone in love and relationships, to listen to their intuition, men and women. Although it's a feminine genius, women naturally have better intuition than men, I would say. But this is a topic I feel really strongly about. I could go on and on. But I wrote a book called Dating with Intuition because I really want women to use their intuition more. It's so often that we ignore the red flags that have come up because we're not listening to what Louise Hay calls our inner ding, your inner voice, your soul. You tend to gloss over things that aren't the greatest, about that person. Oh, well, yeah, he might, binge drink on the weekends, but he's okay Monday through Friday. Stuff like that. Like you can't gloss over everything, obviously. So just, I could go on and on about intuition, but this is the advice for this pile. If you chose this pile, is to listen to your intuition more. And because you chose the Aqua Aura Quartz, I pulled this card for you. It's healthy communication in your relationships. So this, when you energetically chose the Aqua Aura Quartz, this little guy, you are actually, guided to try to have healthier communication in your relationships. So when this person does reach out and text you, which they're going to do, try to have a very adult, heart-to-heart discussion about what happened, have like clear and assertive communication with that person, because it will help you be understood by them and understand them. So yeah, I think that feels really good. I wish you the very best because this seems like a very good outcome. Seems like a great dynamic, learning and growing and forgiving and, entering into that emotional fulfillment, which is awesome. So that's all I have for pile one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share it with one of your friends that might like it, and subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting more videos. I'm just starting to grow, so I'd really appreciate the support. Feel free to comment below if anything that you want to see in the future. If this didn't resonate with you, you can pick another pile or any of my other videos, or please see another fabulous reader on YouTube. There's a lot and that I enjoy watching. If you enjoy card of the day readings, you can check out my Instagram and Facebook. I post cards and sometimes pick a cards on there as well. And I also do free readings on Facebook Live at times. I will announce it, obviously. So if you follow me on my Facebook page, I am Jennifer Love, then you can get notified about those things coming up. I really love to do readings for people, and love and relationships is my specialty. I can't think of anything more fulfilling than helping people find love. Uh, if you'd like a personal reading, you can visit jenniferlove.me. So just know that you always have a choice between love and fear. So choose love. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, pile number 2. So you picked the rose quartz heart, and we're going to find out how does your person feel about you. Let's talk about the overall energy of the connection first. So this could be someone that's relatively new in your life. This is not an energy of a person that you've been with for a long time, or someone that you've had this like long-standing relationship with. This is new. So if your person is not relatively new, and for new I mean like within 6 months, then you need to pick another pile or another reading, because this is not your person. But I really feel like this new person could be your person. So that's important. Also, you could be fighting right now. You could not be together. I'll figure out some more when I get some more cards, but forgiving is coming up, forgiving and learning. So we'll see if we get some more clarity on what that forgiveness is about. This is love, this is, really positive. This card is also reminding you to realize that, how this person is completely alone. They're not with anyone, but still, sitting in that space of love, because love is inside you. Love is all around. You don't really need to be with someone to experience love, because love is just available to you always. So it could be a reminder that, you're okay by yourself. It's not the end of the world. And just because, you're not with this person doesn't mean that you can't experience love at all. There's adjacent possibilities. So this is, it's kind of like when one door closes, a window opens, that old kind of saying. So just because, one relationship didn't work out doesn't mean like all of your relationships aren't going to work out. So, you have to really think about the possibilities, expand your mind to what is possible. Like if you are long distance, I don't know why I'm getting long distance all of a sudden, but if you are long distance from this person and you think, oh my gosh, it can't possibly work, open your mind, expand your mind a little bit, because obviously a lot of people have long distance relationships all the time. And, as long as you have a plan for the future to be together at some point, like when that person finishes their schooling or when the kids grow up or something, all you need is a plan. So just be open to all possibilities. So I do feel now that you're in separation, because this is encouraging you to give this relationship a second chance. So there could be some forgiveness needing to happen here. And this is the same as pile 1, which is so weird. But this relationship, might need a second chance. You might need to forgive that person and learn from this experience. Oh, yeah. Wow. This is a really painful ending of your relationship. What happened? What else is going on here? Yeah, the divine came in and just like tore everything down with the tower moment. But, the best part about the tower moment is that you can restart, rebuild, be like a phoenix and rise from the ashes, which that's my whole meaning in life, I guess. Being a Scorpio, I'm a Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising. My Mercury's in Scorpio with an Aquarius moon and Venus in Libra. So I like to say I'm a triple Scorpio because I've got 3 placements there. And Scorpio is all about destruction and rebuilding. We're constantly reinventing ourselves. And I kind of feel like either you or your person could be a Scorpio or water sign. But as this relationship is evolving, I do see you coming to the point of emotional mastery, which is like, emotional fulfillment. You're going to bring this relationship to the point where whether you're together or apart, you feel good again, feel good about it. You had that painful ending, but it's definitely on an improvement because this is the future position, the King of Cups. So this is a card about a masculine energy that's very trustworthy, a masculine energy that is very relationship oriented and knows his emotions. He has emotional intelligence. So I feel like you've got deep feelings for each other. This is like a soulmate connection, just like pile 1 had another soulmate connection. So if the number 6 means anything to you, it could be birthday, it could be apartment number, it could be part of their phone number. Take it however it resonates. But somehow in this connection, you guys aren't hearing each other. You could be fighting and not understanding, or you don't understand where the other person's coming from. So really try to keep an open mind and have forgiveness, and because you have a great connection here. So, and you have very deep feelings for one another. So, yeah, I'd say, really try to work on this because it's worth it. So again, new love. I got 2 new love cards here. Okay. This person is new. So, and if you're single, new love is coming. So that's exciting. So again, if you've had this connection for over 6 months, this is not your pile. This is not your person. Right now, they're a little undecided about you because I think, you guys are fighting, you're in separation, but this person considers you relationship material, which is always positive. So I think that if you can work on the forgiveness part, you can really learn and grow from this. Your person might be a Leo or a water sign. I kind of felt a lot of water in this. They really are kind of a sensual person. They like to see life from a very broad perspective and not just in a rational manner, but they're a very artistic person. This could be a very creative person, and the creativity could be something like painting, music, dance, writing, blogging, vlogging, whatever. I really feel like this person inspires people with their art. So they're very creative. Whatever they do is they could be doing woodworking, but it doesn't really matter what the medium is. They're just a very creative person. Kind of the dark side to them is that they could be a bit of a martyr. Really, woe is me, self-pity. Why is this happening to me? Why do these things always happen to me? So, using their artistry or creativity in a not so positive way could be like, oh, it's always, I'm always screwed because I'm a starving artist and I'll never make money off my art or whatever it is. I think that this person uses that as an excuse to not have abundance and not move forward. So that could just be something to watch out for, that your person could be a little bit in a self-pitying space, which isn't empowering. So what messages are we getting from your person? They're trying to think of what they want to say to you. And I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. And promises can be something as simple as I said I would call you and I didn't, to we were in a relationship and I cheated on you. So I feel like, because there's a lot of people, this is a general reading, that it could be any of that in any range or example, that this person broke a promise to you. And they're trying to think of what to say so they can get your forgiveness and, get to that emotional mastery point that we talked about. Wow, this is fun. This is true love, people. So don't let your pride let this one go. This person is so grateful for the time that you spent together and they want it to continue. So this person is super confused. They don't really know what they want. They're trying to figure out what they want to say. They're undecided if they want this connection or not. So if you do want the second chance, if you do want this to go somewhere, and I kind of feel like you do, or you wouldn't be watching these videos of thinking about this person, really work on the forgiveness and what you can learn from the experience, because this person is really sorry. They really do feel like they screwed you over and they want to make it up to you. Let's talk about your person a little bit. So this, all these messages and whatever, I'm just talking about this person's personality right now. They are actually very claircognizant, I want to say. So everybody knows clairvoyance, people that can see messages from the divine. Clairaudience is when you can hear them. Clairsentience is when you can feel them. Claircognizance is when you just know internally, like what the answer is, what to do, which direction to take. So this person is very, they just have that inner knowing in their life, and they know what to do, where they want to go, what choices they want to make. So this indecision and this like confusion is a very uncomfortable space for them to be in because they're not used to it. So it's actually a little bit extra challenging for them to be in that space. And so just recognize and be aware of that, because they don't know what to say. They're so confused and undecided. So it's just an uncomfortable space for them to be in. I mean, that's all I want to say. They're very claircognizant. They have that inner knowing that, this is what I'm supposed to do. They're probably very clear about their life purpose. If they're not clear in their relationships, they're very clear in their life purpose. This is what I want to do, my art, my artistry, whatever. But they're very confused when it comes to this connection, and they don't know what to do next. Advice: you are on the right path. So whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. If you've been ignoring this person, keep ignoring them. Don't play games, like, come on. But, if you've been, reaching out like once a week to go, hey, what's going on? And they don't answer, well, keep doing it. It will, they will, eventually respond to you when they figure out this indecision and this confusion, like they don't know what to do. And if you're just, going along the road and living your own life and happy, keep doing that. So, when you're happy and you have that inner light and confidence and self-esteem, that makes you immeasurably attractive to anybody else. So, keep on doing what you're doing. Advice: you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So, yeah, you know what's right and what's not. You personally. So as your person is very confused, you know what you want, and you have the power to move forward or to walk away. So honor your boundaries is basically what that is saying, is that, you can, if you want this connection, if you want to forgive this person and move forward and get to that emotional mastery point, you totally can. But if you're thinking about walking away, just know you have the power within you to do that. Archangel Uriel says, you have a brilliant idea. So your idea is divinely guided, and please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So what if you've been having a brilliant idea regarding this relationship, please take steps and move forward with that. If it's been like, wow, I'd really like to go to this concert and I think this person would really like it too, buy the tickets and say, hey, you want to go to this concert with me? And, it could work out from there. But whatever idea that you're having around this relationship is a good one, is what the divine is saying. You might need to meditate to get some more answers regarding this connection. So this is just a sign that, you might need to spend some quiet time alone with your thoughts and figure out what you want and what is going to make you happy. And then, any other answers or guidance, if you don't have that divinely inspired idea yet, meditate and then it will be given to you. Be in the present and dream of the future. So this is important, we often are very focused on the past, things that have happened to us, or we're very focused on the future, like what's going to happen, what am I going to do? So, but the only moment that's guaranteed right now is the present. So you can't ever be unhappy if you're in the present moment, and you can't ever be anxious if you're in the present moment, because sadness is dwelling on the past and anxiety is thinking about the future. So if you're actually here and present and listening to my voice, you're not sad or anxious. You're just be, right? So this card is telling you, your advice is to be more present. Be here in the here and now, especially with this person. You need to be present and not be thinking about the past or the future when you're concerned with them. So the last card you picked, the rose quartz stone. So I just wanted to show you the card that corresponds to that. And it's about your love life, which is why you're watching this video. And it says new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So that's another new love prediction for you. So I hope you enjoyed watching this pick a card reading. Thank you so much for watching. My channel is very new, so if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I would be so grateful. I'm trying to grow and reach more people. Please leave a comment below if you have any ideas for other pick a card readings, other questions you want answered, or if you have feedback for me, I'd love to hear it. If you didn't resonate with this reading, please pick another pile or check out one of my other videos, or there are so many great other readers on YouTube that you could check out. If you like card of the day readings, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I also do free readings on Facebook Live sometimes. I really love to do readings. It's definitely my purpose, and I feel so much joy to help people find love and keep love in their lives. If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me through my website. It's jenniferlove.me. And just know that every day and every moment we have a choice between love and fear. So choose love. So have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile 3, so you chose the Tiger's Eye stone, and let's figure out, how does this person feel about me and the overall energy of relationship. We'll get your person and some messages from your person and some advice. So let me see. Well, you definitely both have romantic feelings for each other. So if you were worried that this person doesn't reciprocate your emotions, be assured that they do. They feel very fun and youthful when you're together. There's a very playful energy happening. And even though you may be having some problems now, the advice kind of, or the current energy, is to give your relationship a chance. So even if you feel like, it may not be going so great right now, we have, some room for improvement in the future. So let's go on and see what else is happening. Commitment. So if you have been wanting a commitment from this person, this is a signal that it will move in that direction. If you already have a commitment with this person, this might be an indication that you need to revisit that and think about it. Is this really in both of your best interests? Does commitment mean the same thing to both of you? I remember having a discussion with someone in my life about commitment, and he asked me to be exclusive. And I said, well, what does that mean to you? And his definition of exclusivity or having a commitment was completely different than mine. So it's, you really need to be clear about what you want, and then also be clear to your person about what that means to both of you, because you're making an agreement, you're making a decision to be with this person or not. And then you also want to be both fulfilled in whatever you decide to do. So it's important to kind of define that, because it means, will you be my boyfriend or girlfriend? It means a lot of different things to different people. And then there's so many different kinds of relationships nowadays that, it's mind-boggling what people are actually thinking is happening versus what's actually happening. So you definitely want to just be open about it, have a discussion about it. Yeah, because I feel like, you might not be communicating well with your person right now, because you're getting Archangel Gabriel coming in here saying that your fifth chakra needs work, and this is your throat chakra, which is all about communication. So I feel like you need to have a discussion with your partner. It's imperative. So I think, this is a new love. This says new love or recommitment to love is developing, but I kind of feel it's more of the recommitment to love, because you obviously, if you're like super single, then yeah, you might have a new person coming in. But I feel like the give your relationship a chance is really about someone that you have met already, and you may have had some issues, but this is a signal that you can have a recommitment happening between you two, because there are definite feelings both ways. This is not unrequited love. This is love that happens both ways. And if you're super single, then yes, this could be a new love coming in, someone that you've already identified, because why would you pick a video called "How Does He or She Feel About Me" when you don't have a person in mind? So you've already met this person, obviously, but the romantic feelings might be developing. They might not be like solid right now. So yeah, that's exciting. Let's see what else. So there might be, you might be at a stalemate right now. There might be kind of, you're both in your head, you're both trying to figure out what you want. There's kind of indecision on both parties. Your person could be a Leo. I've got the Strength card, but this is an indication to show some restraint. If you're one of those people that gets excited and pops off at the mouth, which, hey, we can all do sometimes, get very emotional and say things that we don't mean. You might want to think about that behavior and show some restraint, show how strong you are, that you can manage your emotions and not get angry at someone just because they triggered you in some way. I need that advice myself. That advice was for me. So this is a really positive, awesome card to get. This is the Two of Cups. And seriously, I'm getting all three piles were just freaking amazing today. Like soulmate energy all over the place. So if you want a soulmate, watch my channel, right? So but I did shuffle all the cards. Like I use these cards every day pretty much, and they're all like shuffled around. So it's very random. It's not fixed is what I want to say. So this is an indication that this is a really divine partnership. Your soulmates, you're meant to be. This is a committed relationship. This is not friends with benefits, people. This is the real deal. And from the other things that I've seen, like the commitment and the, recommitment happening, I really feel like this is moving in a positive direction. It's moving in a direction that emotions will be reciprocated. If they're new, then they will develop. And if you've been in the relationship for a while, there will be a renewal of emotion. So let's see. More info needed. Interesting. So I feel like you guys have not been together obviously very long. We're in winter. The winter solstice was like December 21st. So you may have met around that time. You may have broken up around that time. But, the fire will be reignited between you two. And, I definitely see that Two of Cups, commitment in the future. So that's awesome. You might need more information. Not sure what that. Let me get some more cards to figure out what that information could be. Okay, so we're getting forgiveness again. That has been a theme today. Like every pile has had forgiveness come up. Forgiveness in the relationship. Somebody screwed up and they need to be forgiven. It could be you. It could be the other person. But pay attention to any red flags. That you see, or the number 13 could be significant to you. Birthday, telephone number, address, something like that. Maybe you've been together for 13 months, 13 weeks, 13 days. And don't settle. So this is important, I kind of feel like these go together. So you might need, I'm not good at this. You might need some more information, and you might have, seen some red flags come up. And so, definitely take the time to develop the relationship, get more information. You don't have to commit right away. You don't have to move forward, just because the other person wants to. If you want to wait and, wait to get more information, I want you to feel empowered to do that, and just don't settle. Don't settle. Like, there's no reason to settle. We need to have people who are emotionally available and ready to commit, and we don't have to settle for anything less than everything they want, everything you want. This person feels like you're the only person who really understands them, which is a really nice place to be. Everybody wants to be understood, right? So, and they feel like when they think about you, it still does things to them, meaning having a physical reaction to thoughts about you, which is kind of exciting. Those romantic feelings are there between you, and some passion as well. That fire, fire ignited. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What else does your person have to say? You make me feel naked. Whoa. This is more about emotions, obviously. Not literally naked, but maybe you make them feel that way too. But they, feel very vulnerable. And, that could be in relation to the commitment. Maybe their last partner wasn't so loyal and cheated on them. And they're worried if they, really let their guard down and open up, that they could get hurt again. They're, whatever, if you guys have had, growing apart or a disagreement, they're worried about what you think about it. They don't know what you think about it. So they're kind of, about this indecision, space. They're kind of like worried. What are you thinking? If you're not in good communication right now, they're worried about what you think. And they're also focused on doing what's right for them. So that's good because they're empowered in that way to make the choices that are beneficial for them. But I want you also to do what's right for you. So, like I said, don't settle, maintain your boundaries, do what's right for you, because this person is as well. This person sees you in their dreams. So if you are one of those people that has like super weird dreams, or if you astrally travel in your dreams, or if you're just, like thinking about this person, they're thinking about you at the same time. This is, an interesting connection if they're seeing you in their dreams. You're either, penetrated their subconscious and they're thinking about it, or you're actually like astral traveling in their dreams. So that's pretty connected. This person could be a Libra, like I said, or a Leo. I feel like there's some earth here as well, because it's just like this commitment, is sense of groundedness. I don't know why, I just feel like that. So your person, they really do want to surrender. They really do want to surrender and be vulnerable, and have this complete trust with you. But they struggle to do it. So that's kind of, they're afraid of making the wrong choice. So that's kind of in the background of your relationship. They also have some self-destructive behaviors. They self-sabotage themselves out of the relationship. So let's say this person made a mistake. They said the wrong thing to you. They took the wrong action. They said something that didn't land on you very well. Those things could be signals of the self-sabotaging behavior. So this person will push you away before you can leave them and they get rejected. So that's, very self-sabotaging behavior, is to keep pushing people away, keeping people outside of your bubble, so no one really gets in and then they don't get hurt. But it ends up hurting anyway. So I don't know why we still do these self-sabotaging things. And everybody does it. I'm not singling out your person. Everybody does these behaviors, self-destructive behaviors, to some degree. And I just want you to know that this fear is within this person. So try to be understanding about it, that they have the tendency to self-sabotage. They absolutely want peace between you. They really want to come back together. They really want to make this work. They really want to move towards a commitment if you haven't been in a commitment yet. So really embrace that energy of peace and forgive, because this is some more forgiveness coming out. So this is everyone's favorite message, I have to say. I'm being sarcastic. Divine timing. So just because something doesn't happen in the time frame that you want it to happen or that you expect it to happen, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It means it hasn't happened yet. So that is definitely the energy around this relationship. Just because he hasn't asked you for commitment or she doesn't want to commit to you, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It just means it hasn't happened yet. So keep that in mind. The divine always has a greater plan for us than we have for ourselves. If you, if that person that you wanted to date, wasn't available, or they said no or whatever, just know that there's a super wonderful, even more awesome person that's perfect for you waiting, because that person said no. So that's an example of divine timing as well. When options are presented to you and the option you wanted, it didn't work out, that's because there's another option that's so perfect that you didn't even know or see yet. But the divine, is orchestrating all of that for you. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. So if you feel guided, you can give a little gift to your person. You can write them a sweet note. Make them dinner, whatever, is appropriate for whatever stage relationship you're in. And this person might be also reaching out to you to give you a gift. It could be even helping you with a chore, or like trying to do what's called acts of service in Gary Chapman's love languages. And this is also, receiving gifts is also another love language. That's interesting. I was just thinking about that. So everybody has a different love language. If you never read that book, everybody has a different love language, which is how they feel loved, how they receive that love. So, for example, let's say you made this really nice dinner for your partner, right? And they come over and they're like, yeah, that was cool, whatever. But what they really want is kisses and physical touch, that's what makes them acts of service like that don't register with everyone. But, for some people, it's that act of cuddling and hugging and kissing that makes them feel really loved. For some people, receiving gifts and receiving tokens of affection is what really makes them feel loved. For other people, hearing words of affirmation, you're amazing, you're so smart, I can really trust you, that's what makes them feel loved. So there's just, I think this card is really, I'm getting intuitively that you need to figure out this person's love language and speak to them in a way that makes them feel loved. And if you don't know what their love language is, you could for sure ask them if you're in contact. If you're not in contact, then just think back on the interactions that you've had and what really makes this person light up, what really makes this person feel loved. Is it because you text them in the morning and say good morning? Is it because you spend a lot of quality time together and that's what really makes them feel loved and in this connection? So yeah, I'm really getting the love languages here for some reason. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. So that's interesting. I think, maybe you guys should come at it from a place of being friends, or maybe you're friends now and you want to move towards that commitment. But even though this is friendship, there's definite romantic feelings there. So, but the best relationship to be in, the best romantic relationship to be in, right, is with your best friend, someone you actually want to spend time with. So I think this is more guidance to be like, really make sure that you're friends first, really get to know each other before you move towards that commitment. I really feel like someone here is pushing for the commitment, somebody wants it, and someone's not sure. So I would definitely say take the time to be sure, it's okay to, be friends if that's what you feel. And just knowing that, that commitment will come when you feel comfortable or when the other person feels comfortable. Claircognizance. Okay, this is so weird because I want to say pile 2, I was talking about claircognizance and I felt like the person had claircognizance, but this is the claircognizance card. So it's from Archangel Uriel that says, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So either you or your person is claircognizant, which means you just know the answer. Clairsentient is when you feel it. Clairaudient is when you hear messages, and clairvoyant is when you actually see visions of messages in your mind. And those are all of the, clairs, all the clairs for psychics. If you want to talk about when someone is psychic, when someone is intuitive, those are the different ways to get information. But claircognizance is just inner knowing. You know what to do. I feel like, because this is very a lot like pile 2, but because more information is needed and because there's just this unsure thing happening, I feel like this is guidance to actually just go within and know that the answers are there of what, this is going to be or what it should be, because claircognizance is just about knowing. So if you take the time to meditate and listen to the answers from the divine, you'll actually get solid guidance on what you should be doing next. Yeah, ask your angels. That this card frustrates me a little bit when I pull it, because I'm like, I am asking you. That's why I pulled the card. I've talked to my friends about this too. But yeah, so this is really the guidance here is to meditate, ask your angels, and you'll know what to do. You'll know that guidance, you'll hear it, you'll see it, or you'll just know that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And just know that when your angels talk to you, it's always in a positive, uplifting, supportive voice. Your angels will never say, "Oh my God, you look fat in that dress." That's just not something your guardian angel is going to say, or any angel is going to say to you. Angels' messages are always positive and uplifting. So they will say, "Hey, we should go work out. You should go work out. That'll make you feel good." They won't say, "God, you're so fat." So, I feel like when you do ask your angels for guidance and you hear a voice that sounds angry, controlling, or fearful, that is your ego talking, and that is not your angels. So if you feel this "I'm running out of time" feeling, that is not your angels either, because time is meaningless. Everything is energy. And so timing is not a thing. It's just, you never run out of time for love. No one ever runs out of time for love. So I really get that strongly. That message for you is that when you hear your angels, make sure that message is from your angels, because it will be a positive message. If it's a negative message, it's not from your angels, it's your ego. Okay? And because you picked the tiger's eye, I pulled this card for you. It's to have self-confidence through God confidence, which says, believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. And if you don't identify with God, universe, source, Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever you fill in the blank with what your belief system is. But if you're watching tarot readings, then you're probably aware that everything is energy, because that's all it is reading energy through cards. So because you selected the tiger's eye, this is a message to, be confident in yourself, because know that, the divine is always working with you and within you. So you can be confident in your choices and your actions, because knowing that you are a divine child of God, and everything you do is going to work out in the end, in all the divine timing that we talked about. So I hope that's all I have for pile 3. I think that's long enough for me to be rambling on. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'm so grateful if you would like, share, and subscribe, because I am new and I'm trying to grow my channel and reach more people. I love doing readings. Helping people find love is like the greatest life purpose that I could think of. If you would like to see other pick a card readings on different topics, feel free to leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see. If you did not resonate with this reading, you can pick another pile, watch one of my other videos, or check out another amazing YouTube reader. If you like card of the day readings, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I also do free readings on Facebook Live. You get notified of that. So if you want a personal reading, obviously you can contact me through jenniferlove.me. I really love doing readings for you, and just know that you always have a choice between love and fear, so choose love. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Bye.